one of the biggest questions that I had coming into the coaching course, and we're asked to identify our objectives for the course, was emotions. I felt that I hadn't really learnt what to do with my emotions. And I was very worried, and I know I wasn't the only one, about what to do if people's emotions show up, clients' emotions show up when we're working with them during coaching. What do we do? So those were my biggest questions. And I think the combination of doing the course, having some peer coaching with other people who've been on the course with me, and also the enormous amount of work that I've done as a parent that I've learnt from my children have really given me something that I call emotional capability that I kind of feel proud about. And I think I'm projecting on that. One of the things I reference in the chapter is my mum saying to me once as a teenager that I'd never really learned how to deal with anger or what to do with anger. So the proud thing comes a bit maybe from imagining her perspective, that I've found a way to be able to process my emotions and to sit with all different emotions. And obviously there are moments where I lose it and I still need help from other coaches, help from people in my family. But I really feel that I've developed enormously in this space. There's a phrase that I use, and the chapter is called that, which is emotional capability. And there are lots of influences that made that come to pass. There's a few people out there who have a lot to say about this. So you've got the emotional intelligence from Daniel Goleman. Then you've got, I think it's emotional agility from Susan David. And she was the one that made an impact on me in terms of talking about people who bottle their emotions. I fell into that camp. There are people who process them. That's the ideal thing. And there's another category, and I can't remember what she called it, but it was people who just kind of keep going over and over their emotions without actually getting to any kind of outcome. So it may have been a combination of looking at Daniel Goleman's approach, Susan Davis' approach, things that I learned from Ted Bradshaw on our training around using CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, transactional analysis. There are so many different tools out there that we can use. I might have stolen it from someone else, in which case, apologies, I don't know who I stole it from, but it just seemed to be the right sort of phrase. And I've come up with a model that I've got within the chapter, which talks about 4 different components to having that emotional capability. And yeah, that just seems to do it for me. Yeah, I want to thank Tim and Nicki, I've mentioned them before, for critically reviewing that chapter for me, and also Amanda Hepton-Patchett really helping me to nail what I was trying to get across in that chapter.